What's up guys, Matt
I'm Blake
from the Football Boots team, and today we're going to be looking at the best ever Adidas packs of all time. So we've done our Nike one quite recently, but this time it's the 3 stripes of Adidas, and towards the latter stages of the video, once you've seen our top 10, you guys get to choose by voting in the poll card who comes out on top, Nike or Adidas. It's down to you, but let's get right into the video.
Alright, at number 10 is the Adidas Blueglass pack, launched in January 2017. Pretty much an all blue pack. We have the A70 Plus Pure Control, blue and black, X16 Plus Pure Chaos, blue and pink, Messi 16 Plus Pure Agility, and a really nice orange, pink and blue, and a blue and white copper 17.1. Matty?
Yeah, I thought these were actually really nice, and I was surprised at how well blue and pink actually worked together. I thought these were actually really nice, and they were so popular on the professional stage, it was unbelievable. I think if I have a pick of my favourite of all of them, it would probably be the X for me actually, the Pure Chaos. I think that's actually really nice.
Yeah, definitely. I think the X between like the blue and the pink, we saw blue and pink F50s back in the past, and it may have been a reintroduction of that one into the Blueglass for the X16 Plus Pure Chaos, but that's definitely number 10 in our list.
So next up, let's rewind back to October 2013 to look at the Enlightened pack. Now, something about this pack was very special, which is what?
Now, these 4 boot solos are pretty much all black, but the 3 stripes are reflective. So with a camera flash, when you took a shot with the camera, they would reflect in a nice white. They actually look grey, so they're grey in their natural state, but when you took a camera flash, they look white. I mean, stunning. Just like the United kit, stunning colourways.
So these were actually released for the Champions League group stage of that season, and these look so good on pitch. You had Real Madrid, Barcelona, all those massive players wearing these boots, and under the floodlights they did look amazing, and also that reflective quality just took them to that next level.
So the boots we see the Predator LZ2, the F50 Adidas 03 or My Coach 2, the Nitro Charge 1.0, that's probably my favourite in this pack, and the 11 Pros. So all black with a bit of white, stunning.
So we've just seen a black pack, but this time crazy bold colourways, released in November 2013, inspired by the upcoming World Cup in Brazil in 2014. We have the Samba pack by Adidas. Now, what boots were actually included?
So yeah, the boldest colourways I've seen in a pack. We have the F50 Adidas 04 and the Nitro Charge 1.0, another F50 colourway launched as part of the pack, Predator LZ2 in a really hot pink, and 11 Pro in purple and pink. So yeah, outrageous colourways for an outrageous tournament. So alongside the Samba pack, there was also what pack? What are we talking about?
So this is the standard back, but there was also the Copa Mundial. Also got handed some crazy bold colourways to match that other football boots in that pack. Now this was crazy because the Copa Mundial to date was just pure black and white. It hadn't been changed. So for them to actually do this, for Adidas to create these bold colourways, it was a massive thing, and these were so popular. I know a lot of guys out there wanted the orange and black ones. Obviously we like that as well, being our colours, but these are really bold. Which one would you go for in the colourful coppers?
I mean, there's a lot of good colourways here. I mean, the laces, I would go for the orange one, but purple laces and purple heel lining. Like, I mean, I probably wouldn't go for anyone, to be honest, but I'll just go for the standard black and white or white and black one. But yeah, stunning Copa Mundials. So arguably the most unique pack in the list is the Hunt pack, launched in November 2014. What's special about these 4 boots?
Well, there is something quite special about these boots. It was one of the first boots ever to have glow-in-the-dark features. Now we can see that it's got that white and green base coat, but when they were actually in the dark, you can just see in this picture that they could actually illuminate ever so slightly, which was such a cool thing, especially back then, and something which we're seeing quite often now as well.
I mean, colourways wise, sort of like solar slime and white, not the greatest looking boots, but the whole concept of glow-in-the-dark boots was just amazing. I think they were quite popular. We see the 11 Pro, the Predator Instinct, the F50 Adidas, and the Nitro Charge 1.0 second generation. So yeah, stunning glow-in-the-dark concept for a pack of football boots.
So up next is a very special limited edition release, and it's the Spacecraft pack, released last September. Unbelievable, what a lovely golden colourway. Adidas do like their gold releases, and this epitomises the best of the best.
I mean, some people probably think this should have been higher in the list, but the problem with this was only released with these 2 boots. You couldn't get it throughout these sort of scaled down boots. You could only get sort of the premium level limited edition Pure Control and Pure Chaos. And these boots have leather as well, so that's the sort of better part of this pack as well. So gold leather boots, gold chrome sole plates, gold at the back. Stunning pack. Do you like them?
Yeah, I really like these, and as you said, they were limited edition. They had that leather toe box, and we were lucky enough to actually get them, and there was only 1,000 pairs available worldwide, so we were actually very lucky. You can see that on the video now. We actually had those on feet. We got to try them out, and they were absolutely amazing. One of my favourite releases, but obviously there's some big ones to come next.
So coinciding with Euro 2016 at number 5 is Adidas Speed of Light. So like Spark Brilliance with Nike, this was a very, very bold pack. So we have an all red X16, all blue Messi 16, and an all solar yellow Ace 16. I was in love with this pack. What did you think?
Well, I think you nailed it there. It was such a nice pack, and you said it was all out red, all out blue, and all out yellow. Yep. Now that was the key for me. I don't really like it when brands put too many colours on each football boot. Yep. I like it when it simply is one base colour and then one accent. This is my favourite Pure Chaos today, and this is also my favourite Pure Control today. So that is why it's such a firm favourite with me.
So again, like Maddie said, this pack is all about solid colourways. So the Messi 16, pretty much all blue with a bit of silver and that chrome blue sole plate. Same thing with the Pure Chaos. Stunning colourway because it's so simple. And I just love yellow boots. This is probably my favourite A16 Plus Pure Control. Definite number 5 in our list.
So let's get into something a little bit special, and that is the anniversary pack, 20 years of the Predator, released in July 2014. These are amazing. You can't not like these. What are you saying about it?
Red, black and white, that is the Predator colorway, and when you release a colorway like this on the Accelerator, the Mania, as well as the original Predator, people are going to like it. It could have even been higher in our list at number 4, but yeah, it's just a remake. It was made into the Predator Instinct, so pretty much modeled into the Predator Instinct from those original Predators. You've got to like them. Yeah,
I do like them. For me, I love the way they look in those original colorways, and also taking inspiration from those very iconic Predator boots.
Yep.
Now, the one reason why it doesn't actually rank high in our list is because the actual quality of them, they aren't the same as what they once were, with that classic leather, very premium. Now they went with that kind of hybrid touch upper, which is a little bit of a shame, but in terms of look, they absolutely nailed it.
So one of my own personal favorite packs of Adidas is the Red Limit pack launched in November 2016. So pretty much follows on from the red, black and white of the Predator Remix pack onto this one. So red, black with a bit of silver, perfect.
Yeah, lovely work by Adidas, taking inspiration from their most iconic football boots and putting it onto their newer one. So in that remake pack we just saw, that was classic football boots which gave the colourway, but this time they put it onto their most recent one, so the Pure Control, the Copper 17, the Pure Chaos, and also the Messi Pure Agility. Amazing. Now one thing which was a little bit of a shame for me is that we've got the actual pro model of the Pure Control which you're seeing now, but what actually happened when they released the Red Limit pack?
So they released the A70 Plus Pure Control pretty much as a version 2 of the A16 Plus Pure Control. This was the Pro model. We had this one in early, and it definitely wasn't this one. It had that same sort of sock, sort of prime cut collar and that laceless region, but they switched it out in the checkered black pack into a more of a sprint skin collar, more of a lightweight A17 Plus Pure Control, which is definitely a good thing, just to help with a bit more lockdown. But yeah, I mean, stunning pack. I'm pretty much in love with this Messi 16. It's probably my favourite colourway of the whole generation, as well as the Pure Chaos, and you can't go wrong with a Pure Control in this pack. So missing out on number 1 spot had to be this one. This is the Adidas Champagne Remakes pack. Stunning collection of football boots, and again, inspired by the Predators of old, especially that Champagne Predator, all white with a bit of black and a bit of red. Maddie, you must love them.
These are amazing. Now we've seen the OG colourway, black, white, red, but why not just completely change it, go for something a little bit different, a little bit more flair, which was the Champagne pack made famous by players like Beckham back in the day, wearing those manias with a massive fold over tongue. So that's what they did again. They gave it the Champagne colourway, they remade their manias, and this time around they were actually a little bit better. The original ones that came out in 2014 just had a bit of a kind of a letdown of a sole plate and also heel counter, so they gave it the sprint frame sole plate. Took the boot to another level, still not leather, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully next time they can create a leather one so it will be just like the originals. But I just love the entire release. What would be your own personal pick? Take away the manias. If you had the Pure Control, the Pure Chaos or the Coppers, what one would you go for?
I would probably try the Pure Control. I mean, I've tried the Pure Chaos, it's not great for my wide feet, but the Pure Control, it looks very similar to the Mania. I mean, I probably would go for the Predator Mania because it actually does have that K-leather tongue.
It does, yeah.
This one's just hybrid touch on the 2014 Remix pack, but yeah, I'd go for the Mania, but I'd try the Pure Control. They're all stunning in this pack, aren't they?
So what pack can take the crown? We see some lovely ones so far, but let's go back to December 2014 to have a look at Adidas's Pure Leather pack. Amazing colourway, amazing construction. What actually happened with this pack release?
So the special thing about this pack is that they're all K-leather. They're not just a sort of Taurus leather or a calf leather, they're all K-leather, so they're all really, really comfortable. So the Predator Instinct has a really unique stitching pattern. On the Nitro Charge 1.0, Ian actually has a pair himself, he loved them. And on the F50 Edit Zero, K-leather with that stitching pattern. Very comfortable football boots for very stunning colourways. Which one would you go for?
Well, because Ian's actually got the Nitro charges, I've had a chance to hold them and also have them on feet. Unbelievably comfortable, but I think I actually do prefer the Predators. Now, Predators of old, amazing K leather upper, and it did remind me of them, so I'll go for the Predators. What about you?
I would go for the Nitro Charge 1.0 as well, because I think the adidas Three Stripes look the best in this pack, with the gold sock liners, definite #1 on our list. Matty?
Yep, so that wraps up the video. Obviously, we said Nike versus Adidas. We've had the top 10 Nike ones. These are our top 10 Adidas ones. But for you guys, which one takes the crown, comes on top, the best packs of all time? Adidas or Nike? Vote in the poll card now. But that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. So thanks for watching as always.
We'll see you next time.